Due to the circumstances of landing, we actually weren't able to fully get onto the beach. So we lost just over 2,000 American troops just on the initial push onto Omaha Beach. Now I'm mentioning this not really to bring down your day or anything like that, but because, well, last week we actually had the 80th anniversary of D-Day. It's very important that we honor those men that fought and died over 80 years ago now during World War II. Now, folks, I actually see our first sign of wildlife off the left-hand side. Anybody see it out there? Little baby out here by this group of trees. It's only about 2 feet tall. Little red in color. It's a baby stop sign. He's a cute little guy.
Baby stop sign.
Oh, yeah?
And would you look at that? Those baby stop signs grow up fast. There actually is a deer up here on the left. Do need you to take notice about the warning and the danger sign though as we enter this side of the woods. That's because we're entering the most dangerous part on today's tour, known as the S-turns. Now, folks, due to traffic laws put in place last year by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, we're legally obliged to stop up here now. Ask all of you folks to reach underneath your seats and grab those 2 big red safety seat belts. You're going to pull down on those. Take them out. Flip them across your waist. Hey, folks, fun fact for you all. The duck was invented, produced, and almost completely retired before the seatbelt was invented and enforced. Hasn't been seatbelts on this thing for 80 years. Alrighty, this is the beautiful Fern Dell, home to a variety of ferns, including the red fern, the green fern, the blue fern, the walking fern, the talking fern, Phineas, and fern. The repeating fern, 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 the interrupting fern. And my personal favorites coming up here in this open area on the left, folks. Yeah, that's the rarely seen invisible fern. Now, you guys may have noticed that slight temperature decrease down here on a hot, humid day like today. That's because the cliffs off either side of the duck today, they suck in moisture and create a 100% eco-friendly air conditioner. Now, on a day like today, it can end up being anywhere between 10 to 15 degrees cooler down here than the rest of the Dells. So I guess that makes you folks back there some of the coolest people in the Dells.
Qué bonito está aquí, muy bonito.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you all the Pacific Ocean. I know, it looks a lot different in person, doesn't it? Now, all jokes aside, it might get a little bumpy as we're entering the water today. So I do ask that with one of your available hands, well, you'll brace something in front of you. And with your other hand, folks, plug your nose.
Oh my God.
Alrighty, I just disengaged the wheels, so if you look off either side, you're going to see as they slowly sink to the bottom.
Ah, que el teléfono al agua.
Ah,
Qué bonito, ¿eh?
mira. Qué bonito, mami. ¿Qué mami?
Qué bonito paisaje, amigos. Mira los pinos arriba. Las rocas estas. Chulada de paisaje, amigos. Bien bonito que está aquí, ¿eh?
Mira qué bonito.
Qué bonito.
They got trees growing out the side. Like
Alrighty, guys, we are approaching our first rock formation on today's tour. Got to find you to look up this left-hand shore and follow that all the way out to the mushroom-shaped rock that hangs out above the water. Legend about it goes that in the early 1800s, a traveling preacher would stand upon that rock every Sunday, preaching down to anybody with a foot listen below. He was known to be a rather long-winded preacher, though, so they'd fall asleep and float down the Wisconsin River. As you'd imagine, that preacher wasn't too happy about that, though. He decided he'd go into town, find a way to spice things up a little bit. That next Sunday, he wheeled out a baby grand piano. He started playing along, preaching his sermon to the people down below. They still fell asleep and floated down the river. That just made him so mad, he summoned up a storm. He sent a bolt of lightning striking Pulpit's Rock, splitting that rock almost clean in half. Now when that rock split, it sent him flying all the way over there to that tree. Yeah, that's right, folks, the green one. And that baby grand piano he was playing on, shooting off the right-hand side, you're going to see it still sits there to this day. Legs leaning up against Pulpit's Rock. He's leaning up against the tree, facing towards the heavens. Alrighty guys, second rock formation tab where this point meets the water and up about 50 feet. That's what's known as Hawks Bill. Hawks Bill is that top rock shooting straight out. You drop about 4 feet below that, there's a rock that curls up towards it, and that can be the Hawks lower beak. Now if you can really stretch your imagination though, that split above that upper beak can be the Hawks eye. And this stone slab shooting out at us, that can be the Hawks left wing and shoulder. Shoulder as it soars across the Wisconsin River. Now Hawksbill up there is our most famous rock formation, and that's due to the fact that it was featured on the cover of Life magazine back in 1962. Now, fun fact, it's known as Hawks Bill, but it actually should be Hawks Beak. Bills are defined as a flat surface. Beaks are actually designed with that curve that you see at the bottom of it to tear off flesh and different things like that.
Pues tú, un ratito. Un ratito yo y un ratito otro acá.
Alrighty guys, the cliffs on either side of that today are made out of a very rare sandstone known as Potsdam sandstone. Now, the sandstone is so rare that it's only found in 4 places in the world.